Perfect.
So once again, Carlos, thank you so very much for taking time out today to join us. I know there's a few of us on here that are already booked into the beautiful Bahia Principe in Runaway Bay, Jamaica. I have, as you and I have discussed, I've stayed in several Bahia Principe properties in the DR, the Dominican Republic,
Yes.
as well as in Tulum.
Tulum, what
Beautiful.
you went to and what you'll come to next time, completely different.
Really? Because I found it was gorgeous then. I remember they said, I'm sorry, you have a garden view. And I went, they're sorry, I have a garden view? This place is gorgeous.
Yes. The manicure, everything's so manicured. And in Jamaica, it's even more so. There's so much more land and so much more space.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm going to let you start. And then, for anyone that's interested and wants to hang on, I can get into pricing that specific. Are we going to be seeing a few renos at Runaway Bay? That is one question.
Are we going to be seeing what? I'm sorry?
Renovations at Runaway Bay.
Yes. Today, no. But just because we haven't had renderings, we're actually leaving in 2 weeks to Jamaica to reshoot everything. We're going to give you guys a virtual familiarization trip, and we'll be getting all of our shots then too. It's been kind of coming back. It's been kind of hectic.
So I guess it's fair to say that the images have not kept up with the renovations.
Correct. And
right.
With you, I've only put one picture, which is still dated of the accommodations, unfortunately. Only because what we have in there, I was told I'm not supposed to use it, even though I was going to, but I was told that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So it's been updated. It's a matter of getting all the website to catch up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, so we will. It's exactly what it is, and we'll have it up soon. Hopefully by the end of. That'd be great. Actually, no, we're coming back. Yeah. By the end of June would be awesome to have all that up.
Okay, that'll be lovely. So with that being said, at the end, if anyone has any questions, please do come up with them. And I'm going to let Carlos take it away and tell us a bit about the Bahia Principe Runaway Bay, but there are 27 properties in all across the Caribbean and Spain. So there's a lot out there.
Yes, we're all throughout the world. We have kind of closed and taken some out of that list. So we're probably right around 24.
Okay.
In Spain and 19 in the DR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Wow, what am I saying? 13 in the DR, 2 in Jamaica, 4 in Mexico.
Very nice.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Here we go. I will screen and hopefully we'll have no technical difficulties. Are you able to see my screen?
I am. I see some very happy people and palm trees.
Yes, I like to hear it. All right, let's get this full screen and let you guys know that at Bahia Principe, we believe that to experience happiness is really the ultimate luxury. And we feel that we are the experts in curating that experience of feeling the happiness. To go over some of the things that we got to work with now and hopefully not for too far into the future, our COVID protocols. We have you guys will arrive to our hotel and your room will be sanitized, completely disinfected 24 hours prior to your arrival. It'll be sealed so that you see that nobody's accessed it since we've disinfected, and we'll remove the things that we have in the room where you would use like the coffee maker, for example, or the mini bar. Those, we haven't removed the mini bar, but we did remove the coffee maker. With our mini bar, we will be restocking it. We will only be stocking it at the beginning of your stay. And if there's anything in particular you want, just make sure to let Lisa know, and she'll be able to get a hold of someone at the hotel to take care of it for you. And but we'll have that at the beginning of your stay. We'll be adhering to all COVID protocols throughout the entire stay. I do know that you guys are in Canada, so you probably the antigen test that we provide to all of our guests complimentary. I don't know that that's going to work for you guys, but we do have plenty of testing sites around the entire, really close vicinity to the hotel. So it wouldn't be hard to get the PCR test to come back. We are one with the environment, and we have plenty of awards to prove it. And once you come to our property in Jamaica, you're definitely going to see what it is that we do and how it is that we really care about our environment, keep everything sustainable and green. We base our entire brand on these 4 pillars: our drinks, our cuisine, our activities, and the entertainment. The drinks and the entertainment kind of go one and the same. Prior to COVID, we'd have bartenders spitting fire, but you'll still see them throwing bottles, glasses, maybe tossing ice cubes to each other from across the bar. So really those two tie into each other. And with Bahia Principe, you really are getting the best bang for your buck. The cuisine and just the thoughtfully put together plates aren't going to only stimulate the sense of sight, but the palate. Oh, the best bang for the buck by far. For our price point, you're not going to be able to find the amenities, the attention to detail that we offer. Our non-motorized activities are included. So if there's a trike out there that floats, feel free to it. Kayaks, paddle boards, windsurfing. It looks like a catamaran, and if you're a good sailor, you could take one of those out too. The entertainment that we have is all throughout the entire resort. I'm sorry if I keep looking this way. This is actually my main monitor, so I'm trying to make sure you guys have somewhat of eye contact. We'll be by the pool, by the lobby, at the beach. Depends on the day, really. Bahia Principe Village is our central area where everyone can come together, congregate during the day, and shop. For some of the local artisans, we'll have contracts with local vendors, and you can come here and take advantage of those, and or have some of the other more well-known brands as well. At night, this same location turns into really a happening place. You've got the karaoke bar, sports bar, you've got the disco here as well. The tables aren't always so tight. This is a little bit older of a photo, but you are able to sit there and have your drinks and talk, have fun, be merry. Doesn't matter. You're able to come here. Everyone has access to this. Don't forget about our spa treatments. There are many packages available: couples massages, some on the beach, Swedish massage, deep tissue, facials, hair, nails, you name it, it's there for you guys. In Jamaica, it is the land of all right and Irie vibes. Well, here's a view from our second beach of the 3 that we offer. This is where we take our motorized, the boats and jet skis and whatnot in and out, but also on the other side, on the far side, is where we have a more of a less active side of the beach on that side, as well as a gazebo for beach weddings. This is, again, the second of 3 beaches that are offered. We claim 4 because we're the only resort that has access by sand to the nude beach. So if that's your thing, we got the tush in the bush for you. All right, our brands. We offer 2 brands in Jamaica. The first of which that I'll speak on is our Bahia Principe Luxury Runaway Bay. Here we have 3 pools, butler service. We've got unlimited a la carte restaurant reservations. Your butler service, make sure to ask for it when you arrive, because not everyone wants to have a butler, especially now during these times. But this butler can serve you your food on your balcony, maybe at the beach, depends on you. And with being a part of the luxury side, you have access to the side that we're going to get into much more detail today, which is our Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica. The difference from the grands to the luxuries is now your a la carte restaurant reservations are based on length of stay. So you, as an example, if you're there for 7 days, you'll have 3 guaranteed reservations. That doesn't mean you're limited to 3, but rather you have 3 guaranteed. And if you use them up before your stay ends, just jump on our app, take a look at the restaurants and reservations they have available. If there's one available, snag it up. You're more than welcome to it. Both sides have free Wi-Fi throughout. here it's just to the Grand, and every part of the Grand, whether it be from the beach to your room, it's all included, not just in public spaces, whereas the luxury has Wi-Fi everywhere. All of our locations are honestly, they're treasures. I mean, we're right in the Bay of Samaná with our own private island. We're next to a UNESCO site in Riviera Maya with all of our resorts out there. And here in Jamaica, we are in Runaway Bay. What that means is that we're about 45 minutes to an hour outside of the Montego Bay airport, depending how fast your driver is, but probably closer to an hour. And we are only 45 minutes away from what I consider to be the mecca of excursions in the Caribbean, and that's Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios, if you're looking at this map, is probably right under where the U meets the N. So about 45 minutes away, and there you can do there's so much to do. There's the Blue Hole, you've got cliff diving, zip lining, climbing Dunn's River Falls. I referred to the tush in the bush for the nude beach. Well, you could do stush in the bush, which is farm to table in Ocho Rios as well. This view that you're seeing is actually the far end of the third beach that we offer. As you can see, we have a lot of space. Our beaches are vast. They're pretty long, in some places narrow, but for the most part, massive. Around the corner here where you see that lifeguard stand is where that nude beach meets our beach. So as you can see, they are completely blocked by all of the brush we have there and trees and natural. Here's a view of a rendering of our complex in Runaway Bay. On the left side in red is our Bahia Principe Luxury Runaway Bay. It's an adults only resort. It has 3 pools and a private beach that you can see that is about 200, I want to say 200 to 400 meters. I can't remember. It's kind of a big difference there, but 200 to 400 meters of private beach where they don't have to worry about children or any of that. The turquoise side is the Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica. It sports the longest free-flowing pool in the Caribbean, but also has that kind of divided into 8 pools. So where you see bridges or gazebos is where it separates. Most of them actually flow through. Unfortunately, it's not a lazy river, but I would love that. That would be amazing. Here we've got, as you can see, many rooms. They have 850 rooms. The bars are 12. There are plenty of them. You can see 2 specifically right in where the W meets. We've got the disco at the Bahia Principe Village at number 3, which is to the right of the turquoise. You have the local shops, not really shops, but vendors from local shops selling. And at night, it's our discotheque, it's our karaoke bar, it's the place to be as far as on our resort. But as a person who's been to Jamaica many times, and it being one of my favorite countries in the world, being in Runaway Bay gives you the opportunity to have beautiful landscape and beautiful things to see and do on property. But to be there and so close to Ochi, the immersion, you got to immerse yourself in this culture. And usually when you do, you find yourself saying, yeah, I'm leaving, but I really want to know when I'm coming back. I think I need to make that happen. The people, the food, the ambiance, it's amazing. Here's an overview, kind of a sky view of both Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica, as well as the Runaway Bay, luxury Runaway Bay. So you can see we have natural yetis on the left-hand side that are really breaking down the surf for these beaches, making it for a much more easygoing, much more calm and tranquil experience. The Caribbean can get kind of rough, and with those out there makes it a much nicer. On the luxury side, I guess there was a lot of current that day, so it kind of kicked up the sand. But there, the water goes really from knee high to shoulder high. Really nice to be able to get in there with your drink, not have to worry about waves and take advantage. This side, you see the others get a little bit deeper. Our landscape has changed quite a bit since this photo. the trees that are there and that have not been moved or transplanted are obviously much bigger, actually, not obviously, because if you've not seen it, you wouldn't know. It's been a while since these were taken. There's much more shrubbery, and just the way that our sidewalks are built, the way that we've built the resort itself is really around the environment. Whatever we didn't have to knock down, we didn't. Whatever we didn't have to cut down, we didn't. We made sure to keep it pretty much as natural as we could. Now, even this restaurant photo I put in here, it's been renovated since then, but I need to give you guys something to see. So here, every restaurant that you'll be going to here will be renovated already. So what you'll see will be lighter colors and a little bit different spacing, not quite so brilliant. And throughout the beach, there's little private places like this here with these couple tiki huts, couple covers you have there, umbrellas, and really, really nice to be able to separate, not have a lot of people, but still be close enough to where you can get to the resort much quicker. Going the wrong way. Here's a view of the pool out to where it is, a balcony of one of ours, actually the balcony of one of our dining rooms, and then our accommodations. The space has stayed the same. The tile has changed. The furniture has got much lighter and much more contemporary. The curtains are gone. All of this is completely different than what you see now. But as you can see, it's spacious. So for some of you who travel with your partner while you're working, you can get to your desk and do your work and get your stuff done and not have to crawl over each other, worry about space. We've got USB plugs, we've got outlets, everything that's there and that one would need for that. Besides a printer, we got for you. Now, as we're leaving the third beach towards the nude beach, this is us looking at the resort. So look at all the sand you see there, all the beach, it's half moon, and right outside where you see the water get dark, that's where it's kind of corally, so it breaks the surf too. Not quite as much as the Yetis, but it's a really peaceful going experience. So for those that are traveling with children, and I didn't mention it, but Grand is actually a family and friends experience. So it's for the entire, it's multi-generational. This complex is great for multi-generational travel, multi-generational weddings. Should couples get married in Runaway Bay, the luxury Runaway Bay, and want to stay there, they'll have access to those that brought their children. The other couples that kind of want to stay away from kids, they'd be able to stay on one side and have the access to the Grand as well. So it really makes everything really easy for them. We're scheduled to open the Runaway Bay, Bahia Principe Runaway Bay in September. The demand is really high, so I wouldn't doubt that we open it a little sooner, but don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure with the demand, I love this resort. It's my second favorite resort, my first one being right built into a cliff in the mountains in Samana. I'm a picture guy, so that's me. Here's our lobby. It's open and airy. It's a little more opulent than that of the Grand, just with lighter furniture, lighter fixings. This one's also a little bit older, but everything will be updated. Everything has been updated. And as far as those photos, I'll be sure to get them to Lisa just as soon as I can. As soon as we've got them. Another private area here in the bottom right, as well as one of the pools that are offered. We feel we are the curators of creating happiness and making great moments stick and be memorable. We're experts in creating them, whether it be weddings or anniversaries or vow renewals. We're amazing with it. We have 6 different motifs for weddings, different types of weddings, I should say, with 3 different themes. The themes going from left to right are blue marine to glamour. Blue marine is more of, or I've seen it used more for a beach wedding. And the more to the right we go from vintage to glamour, the more close or indoor we're starting to get. As you can see, it goes from classy and elegant and fun to more of an opulent elegance. It's a little more free. Flip-flops compared to heels. That would be, I think, the difference. For honeymoons and vows, actually, let me go back to this for the weddings. Because for weddings, Jamaica is actually one of the has the least stringent regulations of any country that I've worked with regard to getting married. Anytime you're a citizen of a different country and try to get married elsewhere, for it to be a legitimate wedding, there tends to be a lot of hoops and red tape. Well, with Jamaica, they've made it very easy for everyone. You could even have a certificate from just a day prior, 2 days prior, and still have everything be able to be done for you guys. As well as for our anniversaries and vow renewals, if there's ever anything that's needed while you're on property, a private dinner, any of those things, just reach out to one of our centers, reach out to one of our people, and they will definitely be able to assist you. Now, where I'm going to do one of these real quick. Bear with me for a sec. Need to get through this. All right. I apologize, guys. There's a couple things in here can't really have in here. Well, there we are. I apologize. Here we are. We're back, I believe. All right. Of course it starts. Anyways, we have, if you've got a family reunion that you're trying to put together, make sure to let Lisa know how many people you have, because we can actually accommodate up to 600 people in one room, as well as in additional breakout rooms. So if it's a wedding and it's not quite 600 people, it's only 50 people, we have smaller breakout rooms. And those breakout rooms, there wouldn't be a stage there unless you wanted it. These tables would be removed. And as you can see, hopefully that tile, that marble, it's really beautiful. The springboards would have been put up. There'd be no projector hanging, and it would make your wedding feel much more full, much more warm and welcoming, I suppose. Throughout the time of whatever event it is that we're having, we've got our tailored service to give you guys whatever hors d'oeuvres, got a fondue fountain there, any drinks as well. As I mentioned before, locations throughout the entire world are unbelievable. Anywhere from Tenerife, right off the coast of Africa, to in the Cliffs or in the middle of the bay in Sama. In Jamaica, right in the heart of what is an immersive experience in Runaway Bay. This was a picture that was taken at one of the private parties that was asked for. This was a private party for 40, and I feel like we went all out. So I took a picture. It was a little windy that day, so I took a picture to make sure to show you guys. We have special activities that we do throughout. We'll bring in a local vendor who might sit on a wheel with you, at a clay wheel, to create a pod or a vase or an ashtray, whatever the case may be, or maybe straw hats and purses, depending where you are, is really what the activity would be. We have, again, our motto is true luxury is to experience happiness. And being who we are, we make it a point to do the little things, to take the initiative and make sure your drink is full before you finish it. Make sure we got another one there for you. To, if you like your towels a certain way and you express that, to make sure that all the things that you're looking for are taken care of and are really what you've asked for. And hopefully we can be intuitive, and we try to be intuitive enough to be able to think what you want before you even know you want it. And again, it's people like Lisa that really allow for us to be a company. It's people like Lisa that allow for me to do something I love, which is this. And for me, this isn't work. And Lisa, thank you. Thank you for having me and for having us here and allowing me to present to your clients.
Oh, my pleasure. And I love seeing the property. I just absolutely love seeing it. But I just want to stress for everyone that some of the other properties that I've been to are just equally amazing.
Agreed.
Equally amazing.
Agreed.
Like in the DR, the Grand Karaoke, and then not far from that one, I can't remember which one it was, but it was on an island to itself. We had to take a boat. We went there for dinner one night from one of the Bahia Principe properties to the other. And to get there, we had to go by boat.
It was in DR?
Yes,
Was it the private island, Cayo Levantado?
I believe so. Just
Yes.
absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And
I've never
we
seen
had
anything like it.
an amazing beach dinner.
Yes, that was definitely there. You would get to our dock, which is kind of just the overhang for us to be able to ferry you out there. We get you on a catamaran, and it's about probably a 10-minute ferry ride right across, right to the island. And if for those of you who have cruised, this would be if it stopped in Samaná, where it stopped was our beach that we allow for them to use until about 3 o'clock, and then we make sure they get off so that our clients can take advantage of it that are on the island. It's that one right there. That same beach visit is where you had your dinner.
The grounds were amazing. The dinner was amazing. The beach was huge. It was flat. There were tables set up for as far as the eye could see. We were a group of travel agents, so there was a whole lot of us, and we were really, really busy the whole time we were in the DR, and that was our one night just to kick back, and it was amazing. It was so beautiful, that property.
Thank you. It's a whole island that we're the only ones that inhabit it. It's amazing.
Yes. So I just want to say before you go, if anyone has any questions, you can pop them in the chat.
Absolutely.
Or unmute yourself. Or if the questions come to you after the fact, by all means, you can reach out to me and I will be more than happy to answer you. And if I can't answer you, well, then I'll just reach out to Carlos. So, yes. By all means, any questions, you don't have them now, feel free to fire them our way after. And
I did actually want to express, I didn't realize, kind of made everybody from Canada on here. For those of you who are in the United States, we actually do provide antigen tests complimentary to everyone, every guest who is with us. And should that person test positive, we offer another 10 days as a complimentary stay. After that, it'd be at a reduced rate. However, those first 10 days or until you get a negative result will be complimentary. So I apologize for kind of making it only about one place.
No.
No worries.
Yeah. Sandy's American. We got a few Americans joining us today. Yeah. So
if there's any questions, please feel free to ask. If I don't have the answer, Lisa will have it shortly after I go searching for it.
Well, you probably covered it all. That happens sometimes. Some of our guests come on and they just hit all the questions that are about to come up, and it's like there's nothing to be asked at the end. And so it's a sign of a very good presentation.
Or that they're sleeping.
Oh, I doubt it. I think, I don't know how many people are in the Northeast, but my Lord, we want warmth and sun.
Most definitely.
Yes,
warm vibes.
Yes, like I don't know what is happening in Michigan right now, Sandy, but I got to tell you, a little north of the city, we saw snow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're a whopping 46 degrees here right now.
Oh no, I got cold just hearing that.
Yeah.
I think equivalent, we're about 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Double. I take yours and it equals mine.
That's just mean.
And this is our beach here too, by the way. Hey.
It is lovely. And if anyone wonders where I am in my background, it is nearby to the property, not far away. I will get out of the picture. It is Runaway Bay. I mean, Runaway Bay to Dunn's Falls is probably about 40 minutes.
Yep.
Brought my mouse so you can see it even better now.
I've walked across that boardwalk many times.
Oh, I've done it as well. It's a lot of fun. And as you mentioned, Carlos, there's a lot of activities in Ocho, and Ocho Rios is just a hop, skip, and a jump. And so a lot of people find that when they're in Montego Bay as their base, they've got to get themselves over to Ocho Rios. So
And
oftentimes Runaway Bay or Ocho Rios is where you really want to give consideration to being.
yeah, and mainly Runaway Bay because it's so close. And just on the other side, opposite of Ochi, is Falmouth. You can go there for the Luminous Lagoon at night, where when you put your hand in the water, it kind of neons out because it agitates the matter, and it creates this neon bioluminescence. You've got the caves that were made during the war between the Spanish and the British. I believe they're called the Green Caves. Not sure, but it's a whole underground cave system that you're able to go visit. And that's right in Falmouth. That's within 30 minutes as well.
One question Andrea just had, aside from what our tour operator, like if I were booking, I'd be booking, let's say, with Transat, and they're going to offer me all these short excursions. You do have people there with desks that are going to be offering
Absolutely.
excursions from the property so that
Absolutely.
you can take in the sites.
Yeah, we have our own, what's it called, a CT, the Destination Travel Management. We have our own company there too. It's called Soul Tour. And they would provide transfers as well as the abilities to have access to all those different.
Right. And for the Americans that are considering, and they're doing just an all-inclusive once you get on the resort type of experience, I certainly can help you arrange transfers from MBJ to the property.
Absolutely.
From the airport to the property. Whereas with the Canadians, because we don't have we have a lot of tour providers that they just package it all with flights for us.
Oh, it's great. That makes
Yes.
it very simple. That's
So
good.
a lot of Canadians come down as one big bundle. And
I usually have to hold the door.
So very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to stepping on the beach this New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Back in Jamaica. Jamaica is a very warm, the people there are warm, the people there are very friendly. They're known for their hospitality, as are the Spanish, which is why it's very nice to go to a resort with Spanish management.
Yes, thank you. And I agree with you, by the way.
Yes,
And
yes.
everywhere in Jamaica, no matter where you are, you're gonna feel welcome. You're gonna feel part of the family.
Yeah, no, it's a good combination.
Absolutely.
Spanish hospitality and Jamaican charm, and
And I want to say most of the hotels on the island are Spanish. Most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're not talking about them.
Nope. Who?
I've stayed in one or two, and they've all been lovely. But today we're focusing on Bahia Principe,
Yes.
and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So I want to thank you so much for joining me, Carlos. Have a lovely day. I think you're in what, Miami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I shouldn't have said that. Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, Carlos and Lisa. It's been very nice. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Well, thank
Sandy.
you very much
Thank
for
you.
joining us, everyone. I want everyone to have a lovely day. And hopefully for all of us in the Northeast, the sun will come out.
Happy Friday and warm vibes. Warm vibes.
Thank you. Thanks so
Very
much.
Friends,
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
have a great
Facebook.
Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, do take care. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Cheers.